2023, we bought this property. This property has 20 acres, two-story house in the southern part of Saginaw County. When we bought this house, there was a lot of stuff that we just immediately got done, such as the driveway, some stuff that needed to be done in the basement, insulating and heating the garage. Needless to say, not a lot of hunting went on last year. Just a lot of house projects. Didn't really spend too much time in the woods. I did set up cameras, and I was trying to kind of give an idea of where these deer were coming from, just in case if I did find time to hunt. This year, around summertime, I started putting some work in, put up cameras. I started walking trails, looking for sign, old sign from the previous year. And I had ideas of putting in a food plot. In the fall, I put in a food plot, spread some seed down. I had two spots that I put food plots in, and again, the cameras are up. So not a lot of preparation last year going into this year, but I knew just based on my cameras that the first thing I really needed to take care of was the amount of does that were, on the property. There was just so many does compared to bucks. And I knew the first thing that I needed to do was start doing some doe management. So going into this year, I had some target bucks on camera just from the get-go, like in September time. Again, great to get a target buck, but I knew my main concern was start doing some doe management. So I named one of the bucks Sparks, and the other one that's kind of semi-decent, I'm gonna pass him, just kind of keep an eye on him, is Pitchfork. Again, the idea going into doe management is just there's so many does out here, and when it came to getting my tags, I grabbed some doe tags, and I knew that was the objective. Started hunting October 6th. I was on vacation, got back, and immediately was getting into the woods. I put there was just several days where I put into hunting and just kind of doing a lot of observation sits, just seeing where these deer were coming from. Moved some stands around, of course, now I got some intel. I first started further back in the woods on the south side of the property, and just wasn't getting a lot of activity, didn't see much. So I knew that this wasn't the area. Did have some deer, on my cameras, but just not enough to where, my other cameras were just exploding. So I knew that I needed to move the stand. I did have a stand in my second food plot, which is smaller, but it's just more enclosed. It keeps the deer a little, feel safer. So I started, coming up with some different game plans. Wasn't really seeing my target buck anymore, Sparks. And again, that wasn't really the main goal this year anyway. It was just trying to manage some of these does. Still out there for the target buck, don't get me wrong, but doe management is essential right now, and just really studying the property. So, for future years, down the line, we just continue to grow this property and keep these, the deer's core, area around here. I forgot what the date was, but one night I'm out there, and this is set up for a southwest wind. It's on my first food plot, and it's on the southwest side of my food plot. So, my wind is going in kind of into the food plot, but I knew this trail that I was hunting on, they were coming down this trail into the food plot. So one, I forgot exactly what date it was, but I was out there and I had an opportunity at a doe. Sure enough, I get down and I look where I found the arrow, where I shot her at, or where I shot at, and there's just no blood, just a little bit of hair. So I look at the footage, and sure enough, even before that, I look up, where my stand is, and I see a branch that has no leaves that was part of this bush, and I knew immediately I hit that, must have deflected down and just caught her hair on her stomach or something, just a little bit of hair on the arrow. That was actually October 21st, I remember. Because the next day, you know, I'm still gonna hunt for sure, but I'm just going into the next day feeling a little defeated. October 22nd, that morning, I'm sitting until about 9:30, and I start getting hungry, and I wasn't seeing anything, and I was like, still a little defeated from yesterday, and I almost, I was about to get down. Actually, a button buck walks in and a yearling walks in, and I knew, okay, if they're around, there's got to be a doe somewhere. And immediately in front of me, a doe is starting to work around, and she actually does like a circle. She starts further back, but I can see her, and I knew she was pretty, she's good size, and she starts circling towards, she starts walking north, but circles back, just directly right in front of me, directly in front of the camera over there. And again, she steps out, and she's in front of a tree, and I was like, no, we're not doing this again. So I remember I picked up my bow, I drew back, and when she stepped in front of that tree, I brought it forward, and I thought she caught me, and I'm like, I'm not even taking the chance. So I waited till she stepped forward again, I drew the bow back, and I sent it.
Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
That's all day. That's all day, baby. Woo! Damn. Dang. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yo, I just shot one.
You did?
Yeah.
Big one?
It's a doe, but big doe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Big doe. She came in and she played me for a while, and I drew my bow back at her, and oh my God, I'm shaking. She steps in front of some brush again. I'm like, no, not again. So I let my bow go back, and I thought she caught me for a second, and she steps forward out of the brush, clear opening, boom.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, I'm shaking. Ooh.
It's like the best feeling in the world, isn't it?
I was confident about the shot. I called my buddies, let them know what's going on, and everybody was busy except Eric. Eric just got done working a night shift, and he was sleeping, but sure enough, he answered the phone. He just got 2 hours of sleep, and like I said, huge shout out to Eric. He came out and helped me.
Well, my boy Eric here, with only 2 hours of sleep. Had to work last night, came over and is gonna help me track this deer.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go find her.
We found the arrow. Wow. Looks like decent blood. Oh yeah, we got good blood on it, Justin. It's been about 2 hours. It's been about 2 hours since Justin shot. And blood's been decent. I mean, see a decent amount of blood, but we just bumped a doe over there. Didn't run off too fast, but Justin's gonna go check and see if it was her, if it was a bed. And we're maybe 30 yards from her, so I'd assume it was probably her.
You've been dead for a minute, you think?
Yeah, well, it's been 2 hours since you shot, 2.5.
I'm like, man, there's a lot of blood here.
Yeah. We're standing here looking at this tree, all the blood, and then all of a sudden we look up and she's right there.
Oh my God. Dude, we got a
got
long
a
haul
haul.
out of here. Let's
Yeah.
go, dude. That is funny. We're like, dude, there's a lot of blood here. I'm like, man,
Look
how much further can she go? And you're like, dude, she's right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good long shot, Justin. I just can't believe she went that far. 300 and some yards.
Dude, she's sick.
Yeah, she's been dead for a while.
Got him.
Find it.
Scared me for a minute.
I'm scared, Daddy.
I was like, uh-oh. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, follow us along. Matt's on the board. I got a doe down. Still going after Sparks. And we still got Scott and Irv out there, you know, hunting their butts off. So follow us, like us, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.